if you're a New York Mets fan right now, I think you want to probably kill yourself or drink a whole ton of fucking beer or just drink something or just break everything in your goddamn house or your computer or your TV right now. This team is horrible. Horrible weekend for this fucking team that I've been following since basically I've been born. Horrible fucking series against the Atlanta Braves. They got swept by the Braves. The Braves are up now 2 games, and all they need is 1 win to basically wrap up the NL East. And now the Mets are now a wild card team. So they won the wild card. Whoop-de-doo, goddamn do. No wonder I get a headache right now. Because this team makes me want to freaking... Makes me want to drink, or makes me want to kick somebody's ass right now. But it is what it is. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, my name is Peter Gilmore, and you're on the home of the most legendary rant of all time, because nobody can beat me, even on commentary. So, welcome everyone to the very evil, very dangerous, and very mad Peter Gilmore Rant channel, PG Rants. And as always, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below in my pants, otherwise known as the description box. Smash that like button, stick it straight up the New York Mets ass. Maybe they'll wake up tomorrow, but who knows? Who cares? So yeah, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button as well. Subscribe to this very channel and my other channels, which are down in the description box below. And we'll see what happens with that. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's the New York Mets and slap it around like the Braves did this weekend. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn fucking thing. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Now, I was gonna go live with just a chill stream talking about the Mets and maybe talk about some wrestling, but I'm not even gonna do that right now. I am in too much of a mood right now to go live. So, and plus I got a humongous headache right now. So, I'm gonna scrap that. And, yeah, probably just do this little rant. And then I'm gonna edit it up a little bit, and then I'm it's almost 11 o'clock, so I might watch a late night movie and then go to bed because I got things to do tomorrow. I gotta work and I gotta go to the doctor. So you know, I gotta get my monthly checkup. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, and then probably come back home and go to sleep. Then wait for Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Because I'm not watching the Mets the rest of this fucking week. Even in Game 1 of the wild card round against the Padres, I ain't watching it. The way they're playing right now, I don't even want to watch them. Because it's football season, and this team surprisingly came back to win today. I didn't pick them this week. You know, we all know what happens when I pick the Jets or the Giants to lose, they win. Every fucking year. But it is what it is. Yeah, so the Jets and the Giants and I think the Yankees all won today. Actually, no, the Yankees lost today. But it is what it is. Who fucked the Yankees anyway? Judgy Wudgy still hasn't hit 62 yet, but he's got 3 more games to go. And I think they play, who they even play? I think they play Tampa Bay or Toronto at the end of the year. The last 3 games. I don't really care. Sorry, my head is hurting. That's why I'm like, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, besides football, which I'm now starting to put my main focus on, and hockey, which begins next Tuesday with the Rangers. So we got that coming up. plus all the wrestling coming up and all that stuff. So I could care about this fucking team right now. I don't get it. It feels like almost a carbon copy of last year. The Mets were in first place for over 100 days last year. And then right after the All-Star break, they started going... Right when they lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates, a team that was under 500. And then that was it. I mean, just lost the lead to Atlanta, who started to get red hot. They got Acuna, and they got all those players. They just won the division, and just went wild in the playoffs. Won the World Series. JD fucking jacking off and all that shit. He's gonna be jacking off in the next couple days because they won the division. It is what it is. The Mets handed the Braves the division this year again. 6 months in first place, and what happened? Well, almost 6 months. Yeah, just about 6 months basically. 6 months in first place, and what happens? Another choke job. Another choke job. How are Met fans supposed to take this team seriously? The pitching, we had the best 3 pitchers on the mound this weekend, and DeGrom really didn't have a bad start, but the bats never woke up. And then Scherzer last night just pitched like shit. Bats still didn't wake up. They kind of woke up, and then Scherzer just gave it right back up. And then they get the lead in the first inning. Vogie hits a hoagie, home run, makes it 1-0. Then he comes up, hits another one. It's 3-0, and I'm like, and we're thinking, this might be, this might be the night. We'll tie the Braves for the National League East. Now it's a best of 3. But what happens? Freaking Darby Swanson ties the game at 1, and then Vogie hit the 2-run single, making it 3-1. And then next thing I know, it's 4-3. After a walk, and then a 2-run single by ex-Met Travis Dart. No! Or Dart. No! Seems like every time a Met goes to some other team, they come back to bite us. We know that firsthand. And then it was 4-3, and it became 5-3, and then the Mets just shut down. I was like, that. You know what? That's it. We're done. Here, Atlanta Braves, we just gave you the National League East on a silver platter. Here you go. So the Mets fall 5-3, got swept by the Braves in a big series. They could have took 2 or 3 of. And now, basically, they're looking at this coming weekend on, I think it's Thursday or Friday, Game 1 of the wild card round. The only good thing about that for you Met fans is that it's at home. But I don't like the Mets' chances against the Padres. I don't, because Yu Darvish is like Poppy to the Mets. You know what I mean? He kills the Mets. And Chris Snell, another guy, kills the Mets. And with that lineup is, not the greatest. They only have 2 big guys is Machado and Juan Soto, because we all know Fernando Tatis is gone for the year because he did steroids. I wish that was Judge, but that's just me. But yeah, everybody, all the Met fans on Twitter are saying, oh, Stevie Cohen should throw $500 million at Judge. Judge is staying with the Yankees. I'm saying it right now. Judge is staying with the Yankees. And if not, that's the biggest mistake of his life. If he goes to somewhere else, like the Dodgers, or, some other team, like in the National League West or something like that. Or maybe he goes to the Astros. Maybe he goes to the Braves. That would be really bad. Because every team is going to throw the book at him. But I just have a feeling that Hal Steinbrenner and the Yankees are just going to throw their checkbook at Judge. It's like, hey, you want $450? Here you go. And then maybe Uncle Stevie will counter and say, hey, you want 475? At least he'll stay in New York, but he'll come over to the good side. But as a Met fan, I don't even want Judge. I don't want Judge. Then where are you going to put Nimmo? In left? Maybe you put him in left. But then again, Judgy Wudgy will probably just be a DH, unless you put Alonso in a DH spot. I don't know. I don't know what would happen if the Mets get Judge. Like, who's your DH then? Because there's going to be a big overhaul this offseason. I'll tell you that right now. Bassett is a free agent. I doubt they're going to re-sign him. And some other guys are probably going to go in a trade or just get out of here. They're in free agency. So I don't know. The Mets are going to be looking, to upgrade from this horrible season. But, just fucking horrible weekend for the Mets. Horrible. Bats fell asleep. I mean, Alonso, what happened? What happened here? Let me get my... What the fuck happened, you son of a bitch? Lindor, Frankie, what happened? Where were you? It's like everybody fall asleep this weekend? The last few games, did we fall asleep? Seems like every fucking August or September, we fall asleep. It's like if the Mets get a big lead, like going into next year, like July 31st, the Mets have a 10-game lead. I'm like, that ain't gonna last. I know my good friend Big Ray is probably laughing up a storm right now. Because he knows firsthand how, what the Mets do every fucking year. And the Yankees are just sitting at home like, we got a bye. You're going to be playing on Friday. Who gives a shit? I hope the Yankees lose in the first round. But it depends on who they play. Right now, the Astros are waiting for one of the wildcard teams. Which will probably be the... either Toronto, Seattle, or Tampa Bay. One of those are coming out. So... And Seattle, holy crap, congratulations to Seattle. Broke their long drought of not being in the playoffs. Now they're in the playoffs. They're going to do damage? Probably not. Probably not. I think Cleveland's facing them. Or Cleveland's facing the Tampa Bay Rays. And I believe that the Toronto Blue Jays are going to face the Seattle Mariners. And then we'll see what happens, who faces the Astros and the Yankees in the ALDS, which begins on Tuesday. So that's going to be a big night of sports. Got that, plus NXT, plus, plus the Rangers season opener. I'm like, what am I going to watch? I might just watch the Rangers because I'll be at the game anyway, so... I'm like, if the Mets are playing, I'm like, I don't give a shit. If the Mets play on that game one against the Dodgers, and God forbid they beat the Padres, they're gonna get swept by the Dodgers. They'll probably lose the first 2 games in LA, then come home, maybe win one of them. They're probably losing 4 or 5 if they get there. And that's a big, humongous if. But this team has just fallen apart. And I think it's because Sterling Marte is injured. And he's probably not going to be with the Mets for the wild card round. If at all they go further than that. Because of his finger, it's not healing. He can't grip a bat or a baseball. It sucks at the wrong time. And the pitching was bad at the worst possible time. The hitting, bad at the worst possible time. The bullpen, we all know, stinks. Stunk all freaking year. So, as the great Steve Summers used to say on WFAN, get ready for Mets rehab coming up this weekend. Because a lot of people are going to be in rehab thinking, what the fuck happened to this season? Because there is no way, I don't even care if they sweep the Nationals. I don't care. There is no way the Marlins are gonna at most take 2 or 3. Because even if they do, the Braves win the head-to-head because they won the series 10 games to 9. They win the division even if they take 2 or 3. The Marlins are not gonna help the Mets out and sweep the Braves. There is no way. And there's no way that the Mets are gonna sweep the Nationals because the Nationals always give them fits. And the reason why this is happening is because the Mets cannot beat lower than 500 teams. Got swept by the Nationals. Got swept by the Cubs. Can't even beat the fucking Pirates. When you need to beat the teams that are not good, and you just get swept by the fucking Cubs, that's the season right there. That's where it ended. This season ended right after they got swept by the Nationals. Then really got swept by the Cubs. But this is what the Mets do every second half of the season. They get red hot to start the season. They're like, oh yeah, we're getting ready. Here we go. We got good players now. Our pitching's been pretty damn good. And then, next thing we know, DeGrom didn't really start till like mid-July, early August. Scherzer went down for like 2 weeks and comes back. Then he goes down again. And he came back after the second time on the injured list. And he was pitching very cautiously. I still think he has that oblique problem. And God forbid he pitches game 2 and he hurts it even more. He probably will not be at spring training next year. And DeGrom with his bloody blister or whatever it is, he cut his cuticle or something like that. I don't know how he's gonna pitch in game 1 of the Padres series. If he pitches like the way he used to pitch, then I think they win game 1. And if Scherzer wakes up and the bats start waking up, I think they can take 2 or 3 from the Padres. It's not impossible. But the way that they're hitting on the first goddamn pitch, when all year they were so patient at the plate, making the pitcher work. They were like, his pitch count be at 30, 40 right after the first inning. And they kind of did that last night with the pitcher for the Braves. He had like 30 pitches in the first inning. They got the run. But then after that, he started to settle in. The bats fell asleep. And then Scherzer just said, hey, fuck you guys, And Bassett looked good for the first 2 innings. Well, an inning and a third. And then shit the bed. Comes out after 3 innings. And then I was like, yep, this game is over. This game is over because I don't trust that bullpen to save my life. Horrible bullpen. Whether it's Lugo, whether it's Trevor May that should just stay at home and play video games on Twitch. Or it's Michael Givens, send him back to Baltimore. Get rid of Drew Smith was red hot the first half of the year. He gets hurt, he comes back, and he stinks up the joint. I would get rid of him. McGill, I would keep as probably a third starter next year because I don't think they're going to re-sign Bassett. And hopefully next year McGill can get back that magic he had in the first half before he got hurt. I don't know if they're going to keep Taijuan Walker. I think he's going to walk. He's going to leave unless they re-sign him, then put him as a 4th starter. And then your 5th starter will probably be Cookie Carrasco because I think he has another year with the Mets. So, they still have the aces, DeGrom and Scherzer coming back for another year. We don't know about DeGrom right now. DeGrom might go to Atlanta, from what a lot of people on Twitter are saying, you know, them dumbasses. I don't think he's going to Atlanta. I think that the Mets are going to somehow keep him. But they got to get him run support next year. He can't pitch like the great man he is, a two-time Cy Young winner, 12, 13, 14 strikeouts, and he gets one stinking run of run support. You can't do it all. You need the bats to wake up. And this team did not wake up in September. They were 15 and 13 in September. 500 ball. And losing to teams like the fucking Cubs and the Nationals really hurt them. And I saw it coming. They had a 10.5 game lead, and it started to dwindle. Then September comes, back and forth they went, and then October the 1st, the Braves took the lead and just like, it's like, boing! It's like, we took it, and the Mets just shit the bed and handed the fucking division to the Braves. So JD, you know, congratulations on your NL East title, but you're not going to go anywhere in the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. And if you do get through the first round, either you play the Cardinals or the Phillies. Even though the Phillies make the wild card still, I don't know. The Brewers might. I think the Phillies clinched. I'm not sure yet, but whether it be the Phillies or the Brewers, they'll probably get beat by the Cardinals, and then the Braves will play the Cardinals. I think that'll probably be a pretty good series. But I really think we might get a rematch of last year, Braves and Dodgers, and then I think, you know, it's two great teams going at it in the National League Championship Series. But I just think the Dodgers have just a superior team. Offense, great pitching, the bullpen's great. I think they're just going to be too much for the Braves, and I think the Dodgers are going to go to the World Series, face the Astros. Yeah, the Astros are going to win the World Series. I don't care if the Yankees get red hot in the playoffs. And Judgy Wudgy just goes berserk, and Stanton goes berserk. I guess they took extra strength steroids. But it is what it is. So, we'll see what happens with that. I think the Yankees will get through the first round easily, depending on who they play. Would it be Tampa Bay or Toronto might give them a fit. Probably push them to 4, maybe 5 games. But I just have a feeling with Garrett Cole, Nestor Cortez, 1-2, right there, the Yankees should win the first 2 games of that division series, and then really put themselves in the driver's seat to go to the American League Championship Series, where they could face the Astros. And we all know with Altuve, if he starts getting hot, because he is the Yankees' bitch. He's their poppy, basically. But we'll have to see what happens when we get there this weekend with the wild card round, and then next Tuesday begins the division series, and then we're on the road to the World Series. But in between, we got football, and we got hockey beginning, and that's pretty much it. So, horrible weekend for you Met fans. If you're a Jet fan, you had a great day today. So the Jets are 1 game out of the division in week 4 of the NFL in the league where they play for pay. So they won 23-20. The Patriots lost to Green Bay. And right now it is 41-31. Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes not laying a whooping on Tom Brady, but really giving him a bad night. And it's like 3 minutes left, they're up by 10. So I think Mahomes is going to beat Brady in a dream match. But can we see him in the Super Bowl? Maybe. I doubt it. But we'll see when we get there. As far as the Giants go, another impressive win. They win, what did they win? They won 18, They won by 8. I know that. I think it was 20-12. So they go to 3-1. Surprisingly, the Giants are 3-1. I didn't really think the Giants would be 3-1, but they're one game back of the the NFC East, as the Eagles are flying high at 4-0 right now. And they play Dallas next week. Ooh, that's going to be a pretty interesting game. We'll see what happens with that. And don't forget, and then tomorrow night in Santa Clara at Levi Stadium, the Niners against the Rams. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo could go 6-0 in the regular season against the Rams. I'm not looking forward to it. I think even if the Rams don't have a lot of weapons right now, because some of the offensive line is hurt, I think, they don't have Trent Williams on the offensive line. The offensive line looks like a minor league football team. I just don't think, the Niners are going to win tomorrow. I think the Rams are going to come in and beat the living shit out of them. That's it. I really think, the way it's going, I think the Niners are going to go either 2-5, because they got the bye week in week 9. 2-6, or possibly can go 4-1, but they got Atlanta coming up. Then they got the Rams again right before the bye, but that's in LA, so not a great first half of the year for the Niners, but I'm trying to be optimistic, and then we'll see what happens with that. All right, so anyway, that's my rant. Thank you all for watching. Leave me your comments about this fucking team called the New York Mets and another choke job they did. 3 more games this week: Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday afternoon, the finale of the season. And then they think they play, I would assume Friday. Friday should be game one. And I don't know how it works. Like, they play in New York for the first game, then they go to San Diego, then they go back to New York for game 3. I assume that, because I don't think it's game 1 in New York, and then they fly to San Diego for 2, and they don't have an off day. It's like boom, 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 3 straight. And then after that, they'll be flying to LA to face the Dodgers. So we'll see what happens with that. So I'm not happy about it, but I saw it coming. I saw this collapse coming. I was so hopeful that the Mets could take 2 or 3, win the division, get the bye, so we just wait for probably the Phillies or the Cardinals or whoever. We at the number 2 seed. Now with the number 4 seed, we have to face the number 6 seed, which is the Padres. It sucks. It fucking sucks. And like I said, the way this team is right now, I don't even think they're gonna win the wild card round. And if they do somehow get lucky and beat the Padres, there is no way in hell they're gonna beat the Dodgers. The way they're playing right now, the way they're hitting, they get no hitting. Pitching is bad. Bullpen stinks. I don't know. So leave me your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section. Smash that like button to death. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to get notified. Share the video all over the internet. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.